Do you love a good Dave rant? Want to see the latest Ramsey Show videos going viral? Check out your favorite moments from the Ramsey Show on YouTube. Go watch and subscribe to the Ramsey Show channel on YouTube.
Ramsey Show over. After show beginning. Put my links in the chat and we will get going. Alrighty. Somebody has a question in the Ramsey Show chat with Snowball. After step 1, how much should be put towards smallest debt, lump sum, and on my have emergency fund? I have 12K in checking and 5K in saving, 15K in CC debt. Okay, with Dead Snowball, after step 1, you get $1,000 in for your starter emergency fund. That's step 1. Step 2 is pay off all consumer debt, all non-mortgage debt, from smallest to largest. And so there's no lump sum, there's no on my have emergency fund. I don't know what that means, but all of that should be taken down to $1,000 emergency fund. That's all you should have extra. You got to pay your expenses. So after your expenses, then you just put everything else available, every cent available to your lowest debt and keep going all the way up them. Alrighty. Let's do the old reload here. Make sure, yep, episode 305, got the right date. So we are all good. Alright, introduce myself. I am Coach Steve Money. And if you've got money problems or just want to make sure you're on the right track, you're in luck because you can schedule a free financial consultation with me at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money, Ramsey Solutions Certified Financial Coach. You can email me about anything, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. You can, where it is it right there, you can donate paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. All right, let's get going here. Everybody ready to sing? Let's sing. Move that there and listen for the drum taps. Like all plans, it starts with step 1. $1,000 emergency fund. Step 2, you pay off all your debt. Step mortgage, we don't do that yet. This will pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. You stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. Messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, and why I host this after show. If you don't like the way that it's working out, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath. Go, let's gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. Now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. Messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I go, that's why I go, that's why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like the way it's working out, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have that financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Chub it, take it home. Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show brought to you by D.H. Schumann. Thank you so much, D.H. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach. And you can schedule a free consultation assessment at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. There's a link at the top of the chat and in the video description below. You can email me about anything. Yes, anything. CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. If you'd like to donate, you can do that at paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. You can reach me on Instagram. Add me on the gram. Coach Steve Money, no spaces. Alright, let's get rid of that. Do my own engineering here. One day I'll have an engineer or assistant or something that can do this stuff. Maybe. We'll see. See how that goes. Brand new show. Today on the Ramsey Show, and the hosts were, what up, Sid? The hosts were Jay Ramsey in the big chair, and co-hosting with him, our guy, George Camel. So let's do that song. Yeah, 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 yeah. He used to host YouTube back in the day. King Coleman calls him George Camel with the K. Now George hosts 3 podcasts. They don't cost a cent. Borrowed Future, Andre Leadership, and the fine print. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was Camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo wears ASOS and Saloni wears flannel. No one does it better than our guy George Camel. Paint his house off. It's Baby Step 7, y'all. Got a second dog. Got a 2013 Tesla. All right. What is that? That's not right. Oh, maybe it is. Let's see. Let's try it. Let's see if it is. It is. Market report. There we go. You can see the NASDAQ most up 2.51%. Was way ahead of the S&P all day. S&P caught up at the end of the day. And next, the Dow Jones total market 2.15%, and the Russell Small Cap Index 1.70%. So a lovely day in the market. Let's see whose earnings we got coming up. Progressive came out today. Let's see what they have to say about life and stuff. That's flat after close in the aftermarket, after hours there. They haven't moved at all. Let's see if they have stock rises Tuesday. Still underperforms market. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe they changed it because there's no report on what happened. Stock rises Tuesday. Let's see if it underperforms market. Oh, we can't see anything else about that because Market Watch. All right. Well, yep, just revenue up to March 2022. So I assume that report did not come out. And as you can see, it doesn't say a time there. So maybe that was delayed or something. All right, well, for the rest of the week, we got Accenture and FedEx. Next week, Nike, Walgreens, and Micron Technology will be reporting the most followed single stocks on Google. I'm the one that's most single. Most followed single stocks on the Google. Looks like they're led by Tesla, up 9.35%. Followed by Alphabet, which owns Google, 4.11%. And on the low end, we got Meta Platforms, the artist formerly known as Facebook, down 4.09%. Let's see if they have any reason for that happening. Beep, 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 beep. So it's been flat since the market closed, pretty much, but it jumped. It went down big time today. Let's see if it says. Meta settles with Department of Justice on alleged discriminatory housing ads. Okay, so maybe it's just because of that lawsuit being settled. Don't know. All right, what else we got? Apple up 3.28%, and in the twos, you got Microsoft 2.46% and Amazon 2.32%. See what we got on the rest of the planet. We got mostly up in Europe, 4 out of 5 indices up. Asia, we got the same dealio, 4 out of 5 indices up. Currencies, we have the euro up on the dollar, dollar up on the Japanese yen, the British pound low up on the US dollar, the Canadian dollar up on the US dollar, sorry, but the US dollar up on the Australian dollar, mate. No shrimp on the barbie tonight. We got crypto looking like that. 2 out of the 5 down. As you can see, Dogecoin up big for some reason today. All of a sudden, let's see if there's a reason. They got it. Says SpaceX will accept Dogecoin. Okay. Yep. I knew it was somebody tweeting, and probably it was Elon. So that's normally a good bet. All right, so we did that one. We did that one for Progressive, that one. Oh, let's see. This is CNN Business. We got Kellogg spinning off its cereal business. It's splitting into 3 companies in a major shakeup for the 116-year-old company. First company will include Kellogg's North American cereal unit, which includes Raisin Bran and Rice Krispies. Its snacking unit will become a second company, including Cheez-Its, yummy, and Pringles, yummy. And lastly, a new pure play plant-based foods company will be anchored by its Morningstar Farms brand. I did not know Kellogg's owned that. All right, new names for the spinoffs will be announced later, and spinoffs are expected to be completed by the end of 2023. That's next year to you and me. Also, CNN Business changes your next 401k statement. Could be alarming, but don't panic just yet. They may be talking about the lifetime, lifetime income illustration, which we talked about before, and that will just show you, I don't think it's gonna say here, yeah, that will just show you how much per year that will pay out is what that's going to show you. Excuse me, from bleepingcomputer.com. This one is excellent for if you have the most downloaded stuff, the adware cleaner, junkware removal tool. Combo fix, not so much needed these days. Arkill sometimes, but great for removing adware, malware, etc., etc. Adware cleaner has been bought in by Malwarebytes, and so, but still, it does have it does sometimes. Adware cleaner sometimes gets stuff that Malwarebytes does not. But let's see, this is Microsoft 365 outage affects Microsoft Teams at Exchange Online, and that was, let's see, was that last night for the last 8 hours. Users have been experiencing and reporting being asked to relog in, emails stuck in queues and not getting delivered, while others say they were unable to access their Exchange Online mailboxes via any connection method they tried. And let's see, what time? 8 a.m. and so that was since midnight. Since about 4 a.m. there were major outages last night. A bunch of different sites, including Discord, Epic Games, the dating site Grindr, bunch of other ones as well. But like YouTube was working fine, so yeah. So yes, I was up at 4 a.m. playing video games. Well, Microsoft told customers they can find out more about the outage from the admin center under EX394347 and that another number. Multiple user reports suggest that those incident tickets are not showing up. Well, great. All right. So I don't know if that had anything to do with those two things. What we have here is a wall expertly painted by Mr. Sid, I'm assuming. Perhaps Sid herself helped. But this is inside their new house, and congratulations to them for being homeowners. How about that? You got your ceiling fan, because it is not that cool there in the bayou this time of year, or probably any time of year. But you got that ceiling fan going, and got that nice shade of blue happening there. Pretty cool. And this, of course, part of the show and tell section of the show from people that hang out in the Ramsey chat during the day. This from Yahoo Finance. Get stocks rebound. And this should have been at the start of the show, like right after the Yahoo Finance section where we talked about those, but they're in the wrong order. So we'll just deal. Stocks rebound. S&P 500 best day in 3 weeks. Dow gains 643 points, or 2.2%. And do we have any reason? What else changed? Sid says they painted it together. He did the cutting, and she did the rolling. So that's how they divided up in there. Let's see. Is there anything that was different than Friday? Yesterday, of course, closed due to the Juneteenth holiday. So no trading yesterday, but any different on Friday? Would not appear to, because there's like been nothing. Yeah, I mean, the Fed did unleash a larger than typical 75 basis point interest rate hike, and that is 0.75% of 1%, so 0.75 of 1%, and that's what that was raised by. But that happened Wednesday or Thursday, and so that shouldn't have affected anything on Friday. So as per usual, there's not a reason. Most likely outlook is very weak growth and persistently high inflation, and so we see roughly a 40% of a chance of a recession next year. Won't it be a recession? It's a recession if two consecutive, it may not be months, it might be two consecutive quarters are of the GDP, gross domestic product, is lower. Two sessions in a row. I guess we'll get clarity on that since I don't know. I thought I knew. Let's see. Definition of there it is, right? Whoops. Not re. Session. There we go. Period of temporary economic decline, during which trade and industry activity are reduced, generally identified by a fall in GDP in two successive quarters, is the answer. In the quarters. So why they're calling for one next year, I don't know when it could happen. The next quarter, when the next quarter ends, which is this month. Yeah, the 6th month. Yeah, when at the end of this month, it'll be the end of another quarter. So those numbers will come out in July sometime, if not right away, 1st of July. Boom, but let's see what we got. AP News: thousands flocked to Stonehenge to mark the summer solstice, and Stonehenge was closed due to the pandy for ever, I think, for a long time. When, let's see, since 2019. So it's back open now, and they went to go do that. Do we have other pictures of it? Yes, we do. There we go. There we go. People cosplaying. So there you go. Fun times. Okay, also from AP. Senators say agreement on gun violence compromises at hand. And so what that involves is... where was it? Oh, no, that's not what it said. What is it? Toughen background checks for youngest firearms buyers, require more sellers to conduct background checks, and beef up penalties on gun traffickers. Also, disperse money to states and communities aimed at improving school safety and mental health initiatives. I don't have any problem with that. That's all that does. They were talking about red flag laws. That's something that I think they didn't mention up at the top, but right here, does it say? Oh yeah, that's the stumbling blocks, a delayed agreement. I was talking about how to make abusive romantic partners subject to the existing ban that violent spouses face to obtaining guns. Okay, and the other was providing federal aid to states that have red flag laws that make it easier to temporarily take firearms away from people deemed dangerous, or to states that have violence intervention programs. So they don't have any, there's nothing about what they were going to do about those things, but it says those were some of the stumbling blocks. And that is just in the Senate, of course, not in the House of Representatives. So that's a different thing. We got Mr. Strawn here on the reddit.com/r/Dave Ramsey. We sort by new. Baby step 3, flare. Need motivation for baby step 3. Anyone have any motivation and tips for baby step 3? I have my fully fun 3 month, but would like to work up to 6 month. Okay. That number would be 10K in my case or situation. Is it a case or is it a situation? I use debt-free charts as well to help motivation, but I'm losing steam and momentum. It's not the same as baby step 2, of course. That's baby step 2. It's not supposed to be the same. I could throw any penny at the every penny, supposedly, I think, at the debt, and I could see it going down. Now it feels like an uphill battle. Every penny that you throw at the emergency fund makes it go up, though. Any suggestions would be appreciated. And it's what you want to do now. You're choosing to take it from a 3 month up to a 6 month. You would like to work up to 6 months. So that's something you want to do. So that should be motivation. And then of course, once you finish that, you can get on with baby steps 4, 5, and 6, which happen all at the same time. That's 15% of gross income into investing for retirement. That's step 4, and step 5 is save for kid college. No student loans for that, just like the song says. You save up for kids' college in step 5. If there are kids, or if there are no kids, you skip it. Or if you're one of those people that are saying, well, not going to help my kids, they're going to have to get a job and do it on their own. That's up to you to decide. Then you can skip it. And then maybe step 6 is to pay off that mortgage. But yeah, as far as motivation, I just to 10K away from getting to baby step 4. So that would be motivation for me. But yeah, and also it's something that you want to do. You want to work up to 6 months so that you and or spouse would feel better at night, sleep better at night. And so that should be motivation for that. All right, medical bills from Kelly B90. What would Dave do, Flair? Just paid off my last medical bill last week. They told me I received an email confirmation and the account will be closed. Waiting all week, still no email or it being pulled from my account. So I called, and the lady has to check. The lady has to check with her supervisor because there's nothing on her end. That was also the end of the call. Why do they make it so hard just to pay it off in full? Of course, I'm going to call every day now. Every day should be 2 words. In this case, but is there a better choice I can do? We don't know if you sent a check in the mail or did it online, because if you did it online, that should be shown immediately to the people that you're paying. Let's see if they, so didn't know extra comments on that, but yeah, so yep, call them every day and bother them until you get that. This from the MTG 3 drinks, the meeting 3 drinks, or the mortgage 3 drinks, I don't know. Baby step 7, better than I deserve, from Ramsey Solutions and Last Day Vacation in Nashville. Why wouldn't you swing by? Absolutely. Let's check out the pics. There we go. That's your lobby and the studio. I guess I just have to close that whole tab. There we go. And that one, that's Ken and Dave from yesterday talking. And I guess this is the workstation for the person that is in charge of the debt-free streams, I guess, and probably the lobby as far as pictures and book signings and stuff. It's probably their workstation right there. And finally, they live like no one else. Block art, I guess. I think that is what you might call that. So cool to be able to go there. That's cool. I hope to get there one day myself. This from Willing Airy 7653. What are you doing wrong? Trying to break the poverty spend cycle with money. Money has always been scarce, and if not spent in the past, taken from me. Alright, well, maybe you aren't doing anything wrong, but whoever's taking the money from you. Let's see, I've made some obvious mistakes. I'm trying this product, and generally it is overwhelming and a lot of work. It's not intuitive. I have to manually calculate everything, so it seems like a very expensive spreadsheet. even if I am paying off a credit card and loan, the numbers don't remotely match. I tried You Need a Budget, YNAB, and that was even harder for me. Thoughts. Okay, so what that person is talking about is that the Every Dollar app. I don't use that myself either. I just use a spreadsheet. You can do the math and work out the calculations any way you want to. You can do it on pen and paper if you'd like. Whatever way you can figure out how to do it so that it works for you. And if you're having issues, you could ask somebody that is better at math. If you are in a class or even in a situation where there's somebody else that you trust that possibly is going through the same thing or has done the Ramsey program, maybe they mentioned it to you, perhaps they would be able to help. And certainly you could come and ask questions in the Ramsey Show chat. We're in there all day, some of my friends and I that have jobs that allow us to do that. And you could ask us questions about it. But yeah, this is about the Every Dollar app. And yeah, it didn't seem intuitive to me either. I can make this spreadsheet do exactly what I want it to do. So I do not use that either. But concerned about, and if not spent in the past, taken from me, parents or spouse or something like that, that's definitely boundary issue. And should be addressed. That's the most, that's the thing that jumps out of me from there. Let's see, did we finish that? What's time? And we did that already. This is where the same guy that posted the pictures asked the day before that, asked about what time does the show go live. All right. And so that's going to be it for today. Slow news day. I got everything that was even remotely interesting from several news sites, not just the Google Finance site. It has all that. We can look at that one more time. And again, NASDAQ up. Now, as far as winning fantasy mutual funds tomorrow, I don't know. Since the S&P is so close to the NASDAQ, somebody like Sid could definitely come in and steal it from me. But we'll have to see. We'll see when we compare notes in the morning. Boom, boom, boom. Upcoming streams. Still need to do a tech support with Coach Steve Money this week and finish Uncharted. Have at least one more stream of that, maybe 2 more to go to finish Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and so that will be at some point this week as well. And of course, this show Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. I took the date and times off of these other things because not that many people watched when I was live. More people watched afterwards, so it didn't seem like it was worth it to make myself do it at those particular times. But if that changes, I will change it back to a certain time, as the kids say. Links for my plugs are at the top of the chat and in the video description below. And on the right side of my YouTube banner, Sid says motivation, hurricane season, wildfire season, right? Yep. Exactamundo. You can click that link right there and then click financial coaching and schedule that appointment with me. My name is Steven Simpson. I'm too hip for the N generally, so I go without the N. Some people do still call me Steven, though. And that's fine. I answer to that because it's still people paying attention to me, right? Otherwise known as Coach Steve Money. Money Coach Steve was taken, in case anybody is wondering why that happened, but that's pretty cool. Anyway, and I got nice logos done by my pal Chris Pittman, and I'll put his link into the chat if you have any logo needs, and that's designed past tense by Pittman at gmail.com. So that link is in the chat. It's also in the video description below as well. Thanks, Chris. Again. So you just click on the financial coaching. It will show you the calendar. You can change the month. July 4th, we can do that. Whatever time you'd like there, you just pick the time. It'll let me know. Calendly will let me know, and I'll email you back immediately and let you know what information I need in order to accurately financially assess you. Sid says he likes Coach Steve Money better than Money Coach Steve anyway. So there you go. Glass half full for Sid there. I appreciate that. That's awesome. PayPal is, where is my, let's see, got to minimize that so I can see my webcam, and it's right there. Donation link is paypal.me/Coach Steve Money, and Instagram Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And you can email me about anything, especially if you'd like to sing the Baby Steps song or any of my other songs. I'd love to hear somebody else sing it. Only I have sung it for over 9 months now. So I'd love to hear somebody else sing it. You can pre-record it, and I can just play it, or you can even do it live. We can work that out. We do have that technology in the year of our Lord 2022. If they had this stuff available when I was a kid, I definitely would have done it. Let's see, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com is that email address. Alrighty, well, that's it for today. Everyone have a wonderful Tuesday night, or whenever day and time you are watching it, and make smart financial decisions every day. Thanks so much for watching.